What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Thunder Sports Pod with JT and
The Stache, baby, and we bring you some March Madness today.
yes, sir, the best time of the year, college basketball, March Madness. So we've got some upsets brewing, and we'll see what predictions we have going forward. But for game one, we got UConn and Stetson.
I'm taking UConn. I think it's obvious.
Yeah, easy. I don't see an upset for them,
No.
but FAU, Northwestern, give me FAU in this one. I think they'll be able to handle them pretty easily.
I got my first upset of the of it. I'm taking UAB over San Diego State.
Ooh, UAB over San Diego State. All right. All right. I've got Auburn versus Yale. I think Auburn continues to succeed. They won the SEC tournament, so I got Auburn in this one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Auburn looks really really good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, they do.
I'm
They're
taking
hot right now. They're cooking.
I'm taking BYU.
Yeah, I agree. Illinois versus Morehead State. Illinois in this one. I don't see Morehead State making any sort of game.
I actually got Drake over Washington State here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I respect it. Iowa State versus South Dakota State. Iowa State taking this one, baby.
Marquette versus Western Kentucky. Oh, I'm taking Marquette.
Mm, I agree. So we got Florida. Mm, I'm taking Florida in this matchup. I think they win uh, versus Boise State, Colorado winner, Colorado State. Yeah, I've got Florida.
I'm taking Kentucky over Oakland.
Yeah. So upset right here. NC State knocks off Texas Tech. I got the number 11 seed advancing.
I got Duke over Vermont.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Upset alert, upset alert, upset alert. James Madison upsets Wisconsin here.
Ooh, I like it. I'm taking
Yeah.
I'm taking Texas A&M over Nebraska.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've got Houston and Longwood this one. I've got Houston all day. I don't see them losing.
We'll go down to here. We'll go down to the next one on the west side. North Carolina versus. I'm taking North Carolina. Whoever wins that game, I think is losing to North Carolina.
Yeah. North Carolina on that one. Mississippi State, Michigan State. I've got Mississippi State in this one. Their defense is pretty stifling. So give me the Bulldogs in this one.
I got St. Mary's over Grand Canyon.
I like it. I like it. Alabama versus Charleston. Give me Bama in this one. I think they survive.
I got Clemson advancing over New Mexico.
Mm. Baylor and Colgate. Colgate tends to have a little upset dog in them,
Mhm.
so I'm leaning Colgate in this. I think they'll pull off the upset versus Baylor.
Dayton versus Nevada. Dayton doesn't got Steph Curry no more. I'm going Nevada.
All right. Arizona wins this one
You sure? You sure Arizona
versus
doesn't?
Long Beach State. Long Beach State does not beat them. Arizona. Arizona boys, they got it in them.
Tennessee versus St. Peter's. I got Tennessee in this one.
Yeah. Texas and Colorado State. Give me Texas.
I got Creighton over Akron. Akron.
Creighton versus Akron.
Yeah, I got Creighton in
Yeah,
there.
Creighton, yeah. Oregon versus South Carolina. South Carolina was on a hot stretch this year. Give me Carolina over the Ducks.
I got Kansas over. I think Kansas, even though they're missing two players, I think they get past Sanford, but I don't think they
Yeah.
make it further than that.
Gonzaga versus McNeese. This could be a possible upset here. Gonzaga's not looked great this year. They've been kind of streaky, but give me Gonzaga.
I'm
I
taking
think Gonzaga gets it.
I'm taking
I
Utah.
think Gonzaga, yeah.
No, TCU. It has to be TCU. I don't see. I for some reason I feel like TCU beats Utah State.
Mm, I see it. I think TCU, they they've had some postseason success in March Madness tournaments in the past, so I think they'll definitely beat them. Purdue, I think they win the round one matchup, but put them on the hot seat.
I'm thinking Purdue loses in the first round.
Yeah. All right.
So we've
We'll
we've
keep
got
it.
our we've got the first rounds done.
Did we get the top right? Yep. So we got the first round done. Uh, so the round of 32 is yet to be determined.
Okay, I think is it my pick?
Yeah, your pick.
I got UConn.
UConn over FAU. I like it. We got Auburn taking on UAB. I've got Auburn advancing. They've
B.
got some pretty good shooters on that team.
I'm taking BYU over Illinois.
Ooh, okay. The Mormons be cooking. Zach Wilson in the crowd. All right. Uh, Drake versus Iowa State. This is where Drake's magic stops. Iowa State knocks him off.
I like the pick.
Yeah.
We got Houston at Texas A&M.
Ooh,
In-state rivalry here. I'm going with Houston though.
I like it. All
James
right.
Madison versus Duke.
All right. So I have Duke winning this one, but it's extremely close.
Ooh.
Extremely close.
I got Kentucky over NC State.
Mm. I've got Marquette beating Florida here in another tight contest.
We'll scroll down to the next one. North Carolina versus Mississippi State.
Mm.
I'm taking UNC, baby.
Yeah. St. Mary's versus Alabama. I think this is where Alabama loses, and a tight one. St. Mary's gets the upset.
I like it. I think Clemson gets eliminated here. I think
Mm.
Colgate actually
Colgate.
makes it to the
Sweet
Sweet
16.
16.
Oh, man. We got Nevada versus Arizona. I think the Arizona Wildcats advance in this one. Caleb Love shows up huge for that team.
I got Tennessee over Texas. Battle of the Orange, but I'm taking
Yes,
Tennessee on
sir.
it.
We got Creighton versus South Carolina. I think this is where South Carolina pulls off an upset, everybody. The
Ooh.
shooters keep going strong. South Carolina beating Creighton.
I got Gonzaga over Kansas because they're missing two other players.
Hmm. TCU versus Purdue. The Boilermakers go down versus the Horned Frogs. TCU advances in
Ooh.
this one. Purdue loses in round two.
This is getting interesting. So
Oh yes.
I've got UConn over Auburn.
Okay. I could see that. BYU and Iowa State. I've got Iowa State in this one advancing.
I got the upset Duke over Houston.
Duke over Houston. Ooh, okay. All right. Kentucky versus Marquette. I think this one is going to be a very, very close matchup, but I've got Kentucky advancing in this one.
Duke. Ooh, this is looking good. This is gonna be a
Oh yeah.
good Final Four. I got I got North Carolina over St. Mary's.
North Carolina over St. Mary's. I like it. So we got the Battle of Colgate versus Arizona. Oof. And see, this is where Colgate shocks the world, everybody, and beats Arizona. It's happening.
You,
Colgate is beating Arizona.
what?
Yes.
All right, South Carolina versus Tennessee. I actually have to go with South Carolina on this.
Hmm.
I think they get hot during this run.
Mhm.
I think beating Cregan's going to set them like on momentum. Like we beat number 3,
Yeah,
we can beat number 2.
for sure. and they've played each other quite a bit during the regular season, so they've got some bad blood for each other. South
Even in the
Carolina could
women's, they
beat
got
Tennessee.
bad blood.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. So we got, let's see, TCU and Gonzaga. I've got the Horned Frogs advancing. I think TCU defeats Gonzaga here, and they continue with their just magic run.
All right. So I'm now. This is the Final Four. We'll talk about this. We have to come to an
Yeah.
agreement on this. Well,
Okay.
UConn versus Iowa State. My thoughts.
Mhm.
I have UConn.
Yeah.
Your thoughts.
My thoughts are UConn is a very dominant team at all positions of the floor, really. And I think down low they'll just kind of just dump it to their center a lot. And I don't think Iowa State has the answer down low to stop UConn. So I think UConn will definitely beat Iowa State here.
All right. Duke versus Kentucky.
See, this one's tougher. This one's tough. Kentucky, they have a lot of good shooters, but they're very streaky. So they've been hot so far, getting this far. Um, and Duke has some talent as well. But if I had to pick a team to bet on to win between the two, I'm going with Kentucky here.
Kentucky. Kentucky, UConn. All right. We'll go down here.
Who do you think between Duke and Kentucky?
I was personally leaning more towards Duke, but
Hmm.
I think you have a really good take on it here because
Yeah.
because you Kentucky beats Oakland, but they beat NC State. But I think the Marquette victory
Yeah.
is going to be big for them.
It will be.
I think Duke's going to be coming in hot too, and that's another reason why I was thinking Duke. Duke beat Houston, number
Hmm.
one in the bracket on their side.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's gonna
That's
be
big
hot.
time. Big momentum swings.
But I feel like if Kentucky's going to make it this far, they can't be streak shooting.
Oh no no no
So
no
I'll
no.
go in agreement on it with the Kentucky.
Yeah.
All right, I got North Carolina over Colgate. I'm sorry, Colgate. I think this is where your time ends.
Colgate, your dreams are shattered. Sorry you made it this far, but it's not enough. So I have this is a tough one, man. TCU and South Carolina. Oof. I've got South Carolina winning this one. They beat the Horned Frogs. They beat TCU. They continue their magical run. They've got some very good, talented, underrated players. I think Carolina takes this one.
I agree. Actually, they
Mm.
beat Creighton, beat Tennessee, and
That's
move
a
on.
that's a heck of a resume going up. Beating some top-notch teams.
So I would agree on that. That now we are at the final
Ooh,
four: UConn, North Carolina, Kentucky, South Carolina.
whew,
My take. This is
man,
my personal thought.
yeah.
I'm thinking it's a UNC Kentucky final.
Mhm.
Your thoughts?
All right. So my thoughts. It could honestly either one of those games could go either way, man. UConn is so dominant, but I think this is where they show a little bit of vulnerability here. I think Carolina could possibly beat them. Um, but it just honestly depends on the guard play. I think both teams have very good post down low play, but I've got Carolina winning that one. Honestly, I think South Carolina beats Kentucky. They have a deeper bench. I know they've got the sixth man for Kentucky, Dillinger, I believe is his name, but Rob Dillinger. But I just like South Carolina in this one. They have some really good shooters, spot up shooters, and their post play is impeccable. So they've got some players down low that can get it done. But so if we had to decide here, ooh,
That's kind of crazy. What a matchup for the finals.
Carolinas.
Both Carolinas in here, North and South.
North Carolina versus South Carolina, everybody. Who would have thought?
I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think the North wins again.
Yeah.
Sorry, South. I'm got UNC. Call me a fanboy. UNC winning it all this year. The last time, the
Oh,
last time they won the title, they lost 7 games in the regular season. I'm just throwing it. So yeah,
hey, so the Civil War 2.0, North versus South.
I'm t-
So, um, I don't disagree with you at all. I think North Carolina is one of the better all-around teams in the tournament this year. Um, how far can they make this run? I think they've got all the tools to make it to the championship game and win. So I think North Carolina wins this one over South Carolina. South Carolina cracks under pressure.
Let's put in a score. Let's
But
throw in a score real
let's see.
fast.
Score. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. But we have North Carolina, everybody,
Ding, ding,
as
ding.
our national champions of the college basketball season. So let us know down below. Do you think North Carolina will win March Madness, or do you think someone else will? But let us know down below.
Drake wins it all.
NC State, nah. But North Carolina, I like how our bracket turned up. I like our selections. We had a few upset picks that I think could happen. We'll have to wait and see though. Let us know down below in the comments. Do you have any other teams getting upset, or do you like some of our selections that we have made? But it's been a pleasure. It's been JT,
And
and
the stash, baby. We
yes,
out.
sir.